We ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to just feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats would tell lies, then they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yo. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family on this good Thursday, man. We here early with an early boxing build, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling? Salute to the fam. Y'all already know, man. Y'all catch this on the playback, you know. Sub to the channel, smash the like button, and all that good stuff. Rise Podcast in the building, early morning build. You know it. Salute to my guy, Senior Barbara D. Peace and blessings. Queen, how you feeling? Thrill Hill, what's good, fam? Kyle Cooler, what's going on, bro? Blessings, family. Mike, my guy, what's going on? Shara, peace and blessings to the Queen. How y'all feeling today on this early? It's early over my way. It's 10:30 over my way, man. Salute to y'all. I hope everybody got a good start to their day. I hope everybody, my bad, I'm just my bad. I just sent a text real quick. Yeah, man, I just had this, you know, something I noticed, man, boxing, man. The dudes, that's why I be telling y'all, when I get up here, I be fighting a good fight. What I mean by that is, I think a lot of people used to argue in boxing. So when you finally get a guy that really know how to call it down the middle, not fanboy, and really know how to build, you just, they don't know better, man. They don't know no better, man. They just be arguing for nothing. Let me block this idiot, man, real quick. All right, let me go. There we go. That's how you do that. All right, my bad. Now we back to it. Talib Cunningham in the building. What's good with it? Remo, let's talk fashion. JBT in the building. What's good with y'all, man? My bad. We here with an early build, man. It's a little early build, man. I noticed that I see Tank Davis and Frank Martin finally exchanged some words to each other, which is good. It's great for boxing. It just lets you know everything is on the up and up with that fight. Both guys is I think prepared and ready, man. And I think Frank Martin know exactly what kind of opportunity he got in front of him, which is why he been going as hard as he been going. Get what I'm saying? His fight farther out than Ryan's, and he been putting in way more work. You get what I'm saying? Somebody want to go to sleep soon. You know it. It's almost that time, man. I'm ready to see it. I can't wait to see it. That's gonna be an amazing fight, man. Amazing fight. It's gonna be a great fight, man, for sure. Take this headphone out. It's gonna be fun. I'm really excited for Frank versus Tank. Me too. Great clash of styles. Ain't nobody tucking their tails, and two amazing cans behind them. That's right. That's right. And and that's what is that? What they got Frank in the WB? I believe he's number one ranked. So all that prospect talk is out the window. People got to know they boxing. You know what I mean? He ain't no damn prospect. Learn the pecking order. Frank Martin far from a prospect, man. He right where he need to be. You know what I'm saying? And he getting the biggest opportunity that he possibly could have got. So, and it's for a title for what it's worth. You get what I'm saying? Jewelry Faints in the building. What's good with it, fam? How y'all feeling, man? This is just an early build, man. I said, why not, man? Why not come talk some boxing? Just had to block some weirdo though on social media. These people be weird, man. I don't know what it is with the men. I try to tell people when they come over here, be prepared to build on boxing. Let's like really build, not argue. I know that's how a lot of y'all communicate, through arguing with people, but I'm here to show people it's a different way to talk this boxing, and you damn sure ain't got to be stressed out and arguing all day. What do you think Tank and Frank will fight at? I don't know. Good question. I don't know where they would want to have this fight at. You know, the pick is really there. It's Rude Exposure. What's good with it? I say it's as official as it could be for me, other than the announcement that people looking for, right? Got my co-workers listening. Salute to my guy, Mike. Appreciate you, fam. And salute to everybody, all the co-workers at work listening in to the voice. We going to just try to build. I be trying to show people it's another way to talk this boxing, man. And it don't have to be stressful. But the reason why I feel like everything on the up and up again, they finally, exchanged some words toward each other. You know what I mean? Traded some little words. Tank told Frank Martin, say nothing. I'll see you soon. Suit up. You know what I mean? He told Frank Martin to suit up. Frank Martin said, suited and booted, my boy. You know what I mean? And Tank said, try me like you stupid. And then he said, Frank said, I'm a Craig if you thinking you a Debo. So he's saying, Frank Martin said he Craig to Tank being Debo. You know what I mean? So I like the brief exchange of the words that let you know that that's the fight that's coming up. And for me, I don't need no more confirmation than that. I don't think Tank telling that man to be ready and suit up, for fun. Frank Martin said, look, man, I'm ready. I'm suited and booted, my boy. I'm ready to go. And again, it's refreshing that we getting a good fight. This is one of the fights that they claim we wouldn't get because they claim a certain somebody was scared and wouldn't fight these type of guys. So I just can't wait to see that fight for all the right reasons, man. I think it's good for boxing, and it's a step in the right direction, delivering these fights that people say we wasn't gonna get. Now, this is the problem I have for the people that's trying to downplay this fight. Not too long ago, y'all said he wasn't gonna fight this dude. I'm gonna keep stressing that point. You said he wouldn't go nowhere near him. Now that you hear that the fight is on his way, now you slide the goalposts over and say, oh, well, now he's a prospect. And this, nah, you said you wouldn't fight this kind of guy. You know what I mean? This is an athletic fighter. well-rounded fighter. He got skills. He can fight on the front foot, back foot. He got defense. He got foot movement. You get what I'm saying? He got good power. He go to the body. He's smart. He got a great coach behind him. I mean, what could you ask for? He undefeated. Get what I'm saying? Wish it was an ATL anywhere on the East Coast. Yeah, I feel you, man. So you could get to it. Zach B in the building, part twice, double duty. Was good with it, man. How you feeling, Zach? And what round does Frank go down? Man, you just, you know what? With Tank, you just never know, right? You just never know. I remember my girl predicted what round Tank was going to knock Rolly out in. I thought that was funny to hear her predict a fight and had it right. She was hell-bent on the 6th round. I'm like, yeah, you sure? Got him up out of there. Said 8th and 9th. I think it could be a little late. Salute to my guy, Andrew Gray, in the building early. Salute to everybody, man. Yeah, I think it'd be on the later side of things simply because he's patient. Frank Martin is a damn talented fighter in his own right. And I don't think he's going to lay down. So I think he's going to make the fight very interesting. And I expect to see some ebbs and flows in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I expect to see it competitive and both guys going out there trying to, you know what I mean, plant their flag and may the best man win. You know what I mean? I think this would be a very good test for both guys. You know what I'm saying? At this stage in their careers, Frank Martin more so because of the age, you know, he kind of making up for, you know what I mean, lost time in a sense. So this is the best opportunity as ever. You know what I mean? It's the best time for him to get this opportunity. Food for thought was good with it. Yes, sir. Early. Just a little early with it. I said, why not? Salute to my brother, Jay Hardcore. Frank is a warm-up to the type of styles. Good point, though. A watch for the hook in the building. And I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? He's one of those styles, right? But he you know, might be some guys that, you know, have similar styles, you know, that fit that mold. You know what I'm saying? That athletic mold, you know what I mean? Well-rounded fighter. So he's one of them guys. Like I said, I think he's number 1 ranked in the WBA. So it makes sense, right? And I get where you're going with that. Gertz was good with the family. Yeah, it could be a warm-up for these other guys in a sense, right? Just preparation, right? For the other guys. And that's what I expect, man. It's a good fight. I'm not here to tear it down. I just want to see good fights. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we would have had a good fight coming up 420, man. Who knows? We might still end up having a good fight. You know what I mean? But you know, Ryan left a lot of people like, you know, IB was good with the family. Appreciate you. You're on the lunch break. Don't work too hard over there. Kirk Douglas in the building. Beth was good with it. James Way in the building. Was good, fam. Yeah. AB. Yeah, AB just ain't had to mention no names. He went a little hard on Alycia. You know what I mean? Frank not up my hell no. He will have moments because, yeah, Tank isn't a shutout 12-zip type of fighter. Nope. And he know he don't have to be in it, you know. Even in this case, you know, Frank Martin is going to bring a real challenge to the table. You know what I'm saying? That's not somebody to sleep on and take lightly. You know what I mean? No run-of-the-mill fighter is going to run up on Frank Martin and just beat him down. So these dudes going to have to think. It's going to be an athletic chess match of the highest kind, I believe, and it's going to be highly entertaining. You get what I'm saying? I could see both guys going out there really impressing us. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw. That's what I expect. Payday. He won payday. We know that. You talk about AB. We need to get that fast to go buy tickets. Yeah, man. I was listening in over this morning to the OG show when he was talking about the tickets and how they ain't been selling the way people been saying. He went and pulled up the graphic and everything. So it's tough. And I think one of the reasons for that could be because of Ryan's activity. Like, I think he could have, like, you got to think if they sold 10,000 tickets after that sparring had dropped, that was a good sign. You were supposed to keep that momentum going, building with intelligent ways to troll the fight and sell it, right? And instead, you know, I think he been having some episodes that have damaged the outlook of this fight. And I think people not taking it serious in terms of it being competitive. Like, I don't think the people that, you know, was invested in this fight is now feeling like it's a good fight anymore. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what the issue is. Yo, it's crazy. I seen Mike Tyson posted it. So only thing I can say is for right now, it look like they being serious. You know what I mean, saying buying the Tank fight as soon as he dropped. You know what I mean? Talk to him, Kurt. He right on it. Frank is a woman to the styles. Tank is about to fight. Yeah, Tank will be more than ready. About time to get to Devin Shakur. I understand exactly what you're saying. Watch for the hook. It make a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense because you feel like those two guys are of that style, right? You know, they all have their different styles for sure, but you know, they're of that, you know what I mean? That mold that those dangerous fighters said. I think they're farther along in their careers than Frank Martin is, right? So it makes sense. I get exactly what you're saying when you're saying it's a warm-up to those other guys, because obviously they're farther along in their careers. You know what I'm saying? Not that Frank Martin is a bad fight. You know, they just obviously had more experience at this point in this stage over him, especially fighting at the higher level, being both Devin and Shakur being champions in multiple divisions. So I get exactly what you're saying. And again, it's just one step closer, right? Watch for the hook to what we want and to what people say he wasn't going to give us. So I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. I'm glad Frank Martin got the opportunity, especially after his situation kind of fell by the wayside with Shakur. A lot of people was kind of writing him off. For one, I still said that didn't change nothing about what kind of fighter he is. And I think him being willing and so readily willing to accept the opportunity like this tell you just exactly what kind of fighter he is. Because even though I don't agree with the statement that he's a prospect, just think about that hypothetically if he was and he willing to take on a fighter as dangerous as Tank Davis. You get what I'm saying? You gotta give this man a lot of credit, man. He was willing to take on this challenge, and I think it's going to result into a great opportunity. Win, lose, or draw for him. He could look back like you don't turn down an opportunity to fight no Tank, and I'm glad he understands that. I'm glad he ain't do no, kicking and screaming. I'm glad he ain't price himself out and do none of that. He ain't put himself in no type of situation that would not get him this fight, and that's why I salute Frank Martin. I salute to him. Grinch was good with it, bro. Everyone getting mad at Broner. He's speaking the truth to many. Yeah, I think the only thing is, right, you know what I mean? I ain't saying go hard on her or don't go hard on her, but I understand, like, the response. The only thing I say was the cringiest was the name drops. Like, he could have left without the names, but, this AB we talking about, he don't care. I mean, Tank vs. Frank gonna be a movie? Absolutely. It's gonna be an event, man. It's gonna be an event, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It must be an exhibition. Ain't no way they're allowed to be a pro bout in Texas. I don't know. Yeah, but it's gonna be an event, bro. I think they're gonna bring a lot of people out. You know how Tank do. He in there with a real opponent, another undefeated guy that's coming to try to take what he got going on. And it's gonna make for a very entertaining fight from start to finish. And again, I say this all the time. You ain't never seen Tank Davis in no boring fight anyway. So don't expect to see a boring fight now. And on top of that, Frank Martin is not in boring fights. He's not a boring fighter by any stretch of the imagination. So it's damn sure going to be entertaining and fun. I mean, one biased man and one bad side. You know how I go. She called him broke or something to that effect. You know what I mean? She called him broke or something. And that's what spurred the little video he had. I think Tank will knock him out. Probably will pick him apart in the late rounds. I feel you. It's just, for me, it's always the quality of shots that Tank is able to land on you, right? And one thing we know about him, people always quick to point out how you don't throw a lot of punches, but they sometimes forget to mention that he's very accurate with the punches he do throw, and they're very meaningful. And he's very athletic and intelligent, high ring IQ. He's good at closing the distance, closing that gap, and going to get you if he has to. He's very good at being patient and setting a trap that way, making you fall into a mistake. Like, it's like when you in there with Tank, respectfully, you just got to pick your poison with him, because he really just got that type of stopping power where you really got to be switched on for 12 rounds, because if you fall asleep or you get too comfortable, too laxed in there, or, you know what I mean, one slip of focus, you know what I mean? Take your eye off the ball for that split second, and it could just be the end of the fight. So that's a lot of pressure in and of itself to have to perform under. And I think Frank Martin we're going to find out a lot about Frank Martin in this fight as well as Tank. You know what I'm saying? And this is another reason why fights like this need to happen. You get what I'm saying? This is another prime example why fights like this need to happen. You get what I'm saying? Because you're going to find out some things. I'm taking a big counter shots from Tank. It's going to be tough, man. Ultimately, like, you know, big shots count when it's Tank on the other end. I mean, he know how to make them count. He's a sharpshooter. He's very good at setting traps and being patient, more patient than the guy in front of him. So, and it always works in his favor. So we're going to see. It's going to be interesting, though. I'll tell you that. You might know AB. Can't take the heat out of the kitchen. Plus, at least it's a drug sheet. That's what he should have said about her. Yeah, I know. You know how he was gonna give it up. I've never seen all this Ryan Garcia. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, Grinch. We're gonna talk about some more of that stuff, man. Unfortunately, and Ryan Garcia, like I said, I think he damaged the fight. I think he did a good amount of trolling and selling the fight and helped it, you know, move forward. And then I think a fair amount of them has, you know, kind of damaged it. Kirk Douglas, appreciate the color in the chat. Salute to my guy. Tank versus Frank, no extra. Real fight. That's what I'm saying. Can't knock it. Real fight. Two real fighters that want to prove themselves. Frank is definitely in line for the shot, so miss me with the prospect stuff. I mean, that dude is a legit contender. I mean, and the rankings will indicate that. So that's the right man for the fight right now, especially under these circumstances. You know, Shakur Stevenson being in his situation, you know that wasn't going to be the next fight. You get what I'm saying? Raya fought not too long ago. That's not going to happen. De Los Santos wasn't going to happen. This is the best available opponent in my opinion, and that's Tank Davis doing exactly what you want a fighter to do. You fight the best available opponent there, and you can't tell me that Frank Martin is not that guy.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
To my guy Kurt, and again, man, I can't wait to see it. I like the fact that they exchange little words with each other. You know what I mean? Tank told him, man, be ready, man, suit up, and Frank Martin went on to say he suited and booted. So that's exactly what you want to hear. Frank Martin told him, you know, if you Devo, I'm a Craig. If you a Devo, so that mean he ready to me. That's locked in. That's exactly what you want to hear from these dudes, especially at this stage. We got to talk about it, man. But yeah, man. Of course. Yeah, man. It's right. I think it's right. It's right on time, bro. It's right on time, man. Right on time, Kurt. Right on time, bro. This fight is coming right on time at a perfect time. Like I said, Joshua Ngannou prediction. Man, I was talking about that yesterday too. Man, it's gonna be an entertaining fight, but I see Joshua pulling it off because, you know, two major reasons is obviously the experience that's on Joshua's side, the experience and the fact that he's taking this a lot more serious than Fury is. He's gonna be in, you know, the best shape he possibly could be in. He ain't taking this lightly at all. And he had a much different point than Fury is. All right. Joshua has suffered 3 defeats, and one of them was a knockout loss, bad knockout loss to Andy Ruiz. So he damn sure ain't trying to come out there and lose to a guy that just started boxing, right? Professionally, right? And he's a 0-1 former MMA fighter. It'd be bad for Joshua. Like I said yesterday, it'd be tough for him to rebuild his career after losing to a guy like that. You know what I mean? That's so early. It just wouldn't be a good thing. You know what I mean? It'd be bad for him. it'd be all bad for him. I'm telling you. All bad. So I got Joshua winning. I could see him getting a stoppage. I could see Joshua getting a stoppage, whether it's to come in the mid rounds or late. I could see him getting a stoppage. Like I said, he gonna be patient. That I know. He looked good since switching over to since training again with Ben Davison, and I think that's who he got for this camp as well. So I think he looked sharp in his last fight, man. So I expect him to follow that performance up. Like again, he can't take this situation lightly, and he'd be very smart not to. So power is a problem for anyone. Absolutely. Ngannou, yeah. You definitely don't want to take them big shots from Francis Ngannou. You definitely don't. And with Queen in the build, I don't think it would be a bad look considering the division. Yeah. Joshua fell off. I got Ngannou. Yeah, you think so? Hey, listen, that's why we here, man. I like to hear the difference of opinions. I like to hear somebody say they got Ngannou. A part of me kind of wanted to root for Ngannou because I feel like he being picked on. But I'm such a boxing fan, it got me kind of torn. And I don't dislike Joshua at all either. I didn't think he would take this opportunity right now because I don't really necessarily see what it do, but besides make him a lot of money. I mean, Joshua, yeah, he looked sharp. That was one of the better, performances of recent memory. And his last one, he was definitely very sharp. Picked his shots well, patient, and he was assertive when he needed to be. Right, you get what I'm saying? He wasn't timid. He wasn't overthinking in there. He was letting them hands go. He beat Otto Wallin ass, man. He did a number on Buddy. He did a number on Buddy. That was supposed to be the wild versus Ngannou. You know how it go. Dang, Dubois did catch a raw deal against he beat the hell out of Jarrell Miller, but he got a raw deal against Usyk. Ngannou has power, but in the last fight, he seemed to be overly reliant on that catch and shoot left hook. He landed that one drop Fury out. Outside of that, wasn't too successful, right? Yeah. He still got a lot of, things to be able to navigate in terms of like growth. Like you can't make up for the amount of experience that Joshua has. No, with no amount of training, right? You gotta have the fights, and I think that's ultimately gonna be his biggest issue, should I say, for him. He's still transitioning. He's still in that transition stage. Like you can't tell me that he's fully transitioned completely to a boxer now. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's fair to say. And why he's still in that stage, it's crazy because he's still very dangerous. But it's also very dangerous for him because you jumping in there with guys that have a ton more of pro experience than you, especially at the highest level. You get what I'm saying? So that's what you really up against. But in terms of it just being a combat sport and you being a combat type of athlete that really know how to hold his own, you can compete, right? You can compete in there, but it's just, do we really expect him to outbox Joshua? Like, if anything, he's going, Joshua is vulnerable. He can be caught and hurt. And we know if it's anybody that can hurt you, it's definitely a guy like Francis Ngannou. So it's a cool fight, but I just didn't expect it, man. I just try not to bash the fights, man. I get it, but like Joshua, you gotta show your ass in this one, man. I ain't gonna hold you. You can't be shaky in this fight. And down the middle could be extremely problematic for him. Absolutely. And Ngannou don't get his head off the line much. And I know you picked up on that. Ngannou need to do his clean strike, but against AJ is difficult. Yeah, AJ gonna make it difficult for him. Out busy in the building was good, fam. Devon in the building was good, bro. Can't knock Ngannou out with gloves. I don't see nobody knocking him out with gloves. Look. I think anybody could be knocked out, right? And this is just a different sport for him. So AJ got some real power. He got legit power. He got a nasty uppercut, one of the best in the heavyweight division. His patience and poise and experience, I think, is what's going to get him the win. And I think in doing so, there's mistakes that Ngannou was going to make, like I said, because he's still in that transitional stage where he, not too long ago, he was in the octagon. You get what I mean? So you just can't make up for all of that lost time. Like he's literally still learning on the job. Think about it. No amateur boxing career. It's just when I sit there and I think about those things, like they gotta matter. You get what I'm saying? And it's gonna be some mistakes he made just because of that. He's still fairly new to the sport. And in order for him to, get a win, he's gonna have to land that shot. And I'm not saying he can't do it, but I think he's gonna have to over rely on that. You know what I mean? It's Joshua got more methods to victory, in my opinion. I mean, he can knock you out, or he has the opportunity to be able to outbox you and outthink you in there, right? So you're gonna see. I think got the fast hands out of them guys. Which two? The heavyweights, IB? Talking about the two heavyweights. So AJ or Tyson Fury, because Tyson's 300 pounds, a shot elbow, and it did nothing. Yeah, man. You're gonna see. You're gonna see, man. Heavyweights, lucky Francis was 25 learning. He would be dangerous 5 years of training. That's what I'm saying. Remo, he would. And they catching him extremely early, which is, I think, is going to be beneficial for them and make it more difficult for him. Like his back-to-back fights, you fighting at the elite level and you fighting guys that, championship level, caliber fighters. And I don't know, although you hung in there with Fury, I think a lot of that did have to do with Fury just not taking the opportunity serious enough. You know what I'm saying? Not training and stuff like that. And I just expect Joshua to be the exact opposite of that. I think Joshua is going to really come to win. You know what I'm saying? He's going to actually want to fight. And he ain't going to be trying to lean and wrestle on him either. He's going to try to box this dude. So we're going to see. But, it's possible for Ngannou to have some moments, but I think Joshua is going to be smart enough in this fight to do what he need to do. Yeah, AJ definitely the bigger puncher. You know what I mean? He got a nasty uppercut. Some heavy hooks too, man. So AJ could do you dirty in there, especially when he ain't overthinking it in his head and he just letting the offense flow. AJ he'll get you out of there. That's a bigger variant puncher, but my question is, what would disturb Ngannou? Oh, you saying like, will the punching power affect him? I think so. I think especially over time, right? I'm not expecting it to be nothing early. And listen, he ain't even got to necessarily knock him out. Like I could see Ngannou finding a way to not get knocked out. Like that's a tough dude, man. That's a tough guy, man. He's strong, he's tough, man. He could take a lot of punishment, man. I mean, yeah, he could take some shots, should I say. I don't want to say a lot but he could take some shots. We've seen it against Fury, but again, I think AJ just being a heavier, more authoritative puncher. That's not a guy that you want to have on the other side of you, catching you constantly with his best shots. So again, it all depends on the quality of work in which AJ is landing. You get what I'm saying? If he landing them sharp, crisp shots that he's known to land, man, I don't know. He could put Francis in some trouble for sure. But if that's not the case, and we see the fight playing out, and Francis seem to be able to deal with the power, then it is what it is. It's gonna be a fight. But AJ or Tyson Fury? Oh, who AJ or Tyson Fury? I don't know, man. It's crazy because I don't really do triangle theories much. I think Tyson Fury would be extremely tough for AJ, and he possibly would beat him. I lean towards Tyson Fury beating him. Vaughn in the building was good. We said that Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul news real. It seemed like it, man. It's being posted everywhere. I thought it was. I mean, yeah, people breaking the news. I see it being broke everywhere. All the news being broke. So I'm guessing that's what it is, yeah. Tyson Fury and what's his name? Jake Paul, bro. Jake about to get smoked like a pack of cool. Said Tyson knocking out Jake Paul in one round. Yeah, right. You got to bear what happens if that gas tank gets siphoned. Body work, for sure. And I see AJ having more presence of mind to go to the body, being a natural, more experienced boxer. You got to know that. You know what I'm saying? Go to his body, slow him down. And his head to be right on the line for them shots, man. Them nasty shots that Joshua can't land and hurt you with. Yeah, Tyson's still quick on his feet. Man, if that fight really happened, man, and there ain't no flim-flam involved, man, Tyson could really hurt that man. Tyson really could mess around and hurt him. Dre Noble in the building. What's good, family? Feel me? So I'm right there. I'm right there with you, Ant. I think he gonna have the presence of mind to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? He can't be a fool. I post about it 2 months ago. Salute to my guy, part twice. Yeah, you siphon. I like that one. Siphon the gas up out of the tank. You know what I mean? And he'll be right there. He'll be right there for the pickings. It's an exhibition like Roy Jones spar. Is they gonna make it like that? If it's an exhibition type setup, then Jake Paul should be halfway okay. Mike Tyson don't got no chill, but Paul gonna be found on the Gore site. I'm telling you, playing with Mike, right? Mark is my guy in the building. What's good, family? Brown used his jab too in the Fury fight. The majority of Ngannou shots were looping. Gotta use his jab. And them looping shots, man, I could see Joshua getting inside of, in between them looping shots with his own. Telling you, he's gonna be smart about it because I think he understands that this man really could punch. Use jab. Comfortable win if you work behind it correct. I think that's what his approach is gonna be. IB working behind the jab, being smart. Mike heavyweight and yeah, it gotta be. It gotta be. You know what I mean? Straight down. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm just straight down the pipe and them looping shots. And again, I think the reasoning for some of the way he delivered the shots is simply what? He spent the majority of his combat career where? In MMA, where you don't have to be as technically sound and as sharp and as fundamentally sound. Not saying that they don't have fundamentals and technique in MMA. They obviously do, but you get my point. Their boxing is nowhere near the level of, professional elite level boxing right over there. So it's a big difference. And he, like I said earlier, he's still in that stage where he's transitioning, and that it's two things that's happening there. That fact that he's still adjusting and transitioning as a boxer, is dangerous for him because it's still a lot he needs to learn. But at the same time, kind of being ignorant to certain things make him dangerous in a sense, right? You get what I'm saying? So, and his willingness to try to go for it and engage because he know if he land, he gets you out of there. And think about his approach to MMA fights is not as, it don't have to be as calculated and you don't have to be as patient as you are with boxing in the MMA when you just out there slugging the way he do. So we're going to see. Should be interesting. Rosie, let's go with he said never go toe-to-toe with Broner in Rose battle. I'm telling you. Why should bother that man? It's saying July, possibly for Tyson Paul, if it's legit. It's crazy. Right. He known to be a little stiff, IB in there, a little robotic. I think if he like I said, like you was mentioning, he work behind that jab correctly, be patient, and then let the offense come to you, let it flow, and you don't gotta overexert yourself, man. You gotta let the fight just come to you and be on point defensively because this dude do gotta help. He do got some real legit power. And Fury found that out. He's definitely gonna take it easy on Jake. Man, Tyson don't be having no chill button once that bell ring. He might knock Jake, might punch Jake through the damn through the ring somewhere. That's rap. Punch Jake ass through the damn ring somewhere, bro. Not as precise, right? Right, but that news just came out of nowhere, man. So I don't even know what to really make of it yet. But I like this Frank and Tank back and forth. Though we need this. We need this good fight for boxing. He said, "No, Tyson got to do him like Spin." Man, I don't know if Tyson gonna take it easy. I want the details on that. I might have to go look once I jump off and see what's really going on over there. Speaking of J1, is he official? And it's crazy, right? Because Mike is a legend. But do he actually get the full credit? Because he is up there in age, right? Naeem was good with it, bro. I don't know, man. That's a good question, though. Maybe people would take him a lot more serious than he get a win over Iron Mike. That don't even sound right. Like Jake Paul and Iron Mike Tyson. Like this thing of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Say that out loud one time. Like what? Jake Paul versus who? Man, I don't know. I guess, but I see it like people breaking the news, so I'm gonna just go read into it, see if I can see what the actual details. Is this an exhibition type of fight or what's going on? You know, Jake think he that man. He think he that guy, man. He be calling Canelo out. You know how bad he want to fight Canelo. Don't act like you don't know. That man want Canelo bad. Imagine Paul exchanging shots with Tyson. Boy, going full, man. I'm telling you, he ain't making it. Hey, Grinch, he ain't making it up out of there if he exchange blows with Tyson like that. Yoda, what's good with it? Then I rank Tyson. All time heavyweight list. Number 1. Nah, I'm playing. I never really thought about it much because I know that, whatever list is out there, list is always subjective, but I just think Mike Tyson blazed the trail. When he came through at his best, he looked damn near unbeatable. Yeah, they on it. They serious, Naeem. Tyson versus Jake. Jake. You think you could do this to me? Jake. Favorite fighter all the time. Tyson, my favorite heavyweight of all time. Tyson, the reason I started watching boxing is heavy. When I was young, growing up on the fights, watching him knock people out. Well, for me, Floyd, one of my favorite fighters of all time. Because I got to see so many of his fights, like and seeing both eras of his career, both Pretty Boy and Money May. And that you just couldn't lose betting on Floyd. He always gave you your money's worth. He always gave you that win. Went out there and found a way. Big news is that it's on Netflix. Yeah, Netflix too. I did see that. Marcus said, me too. Or I'm telling you, Tyson was the first to have me hooked. I'm telling you, to see people like that, you will see how fast he knocked people out. He really legit. Like, I think in that era, at the time when he was fighting, like, he legit used to have people scared of him. Now, obviously, not everybody was, but it was times where he got in there with people where you could pretty much sense the fear. You like, yo, these dudes legit scared of this man. They do not want to fight him. It's crazy. Like, man, so that just was different, man. You just ain't seen it like that. You ain't seen nothing like it. It was special for the time that it lasted, but I think his he was kind of cut off at the legs with the jail bid and all that. I think that threw everything off course. D'Amato dying, all that stuff. You know the history. The rest was history. Like think as long as he had that man in his corner, he was damn near unstoppable. You know what I mean? That's how it looked anyway. I'd be scared too. Dude in there he looking through your soul. Floyd, yeah, favorite boxer all the time. Yeah, man. I just think I'd be his intelligence and IQ was just something special. Like he was a God-gifted fighter to me. On my first pro fight with Devin at 147, I got my auntie too. Oh yeah. Salute. Trevor B was good. Yeah, Burbit. Hey man, I'm telling you, him. Who else was it? Was it Bruce Seldon? Yeah, a couple of them dudes. Them dudes shook. I'm like, man, these dudes don't want nothing to do with Mike. Nothing to do with him. They don't want nothing to do with Mike. But yeah, man, let's build for a little bit. So yeah, man, just to bring y'all up to speed, if y'all ain't heard, again, I know people looking for the official announcement of Tank Davis and the date and all that, but I think that stuff will come in time. But in the meantime, like I said, they did exchange some words on social media, and that lets you know that they both preparing for each other. You see Frank, every time he posts, he in the gym somewhere, going hard, putting that work in. So you know what you can expect from him. He's gonna be in shape, fully focused, locked in, ready to go. And then you already know the story with Tank. He got the most to lose in this situation. You get what I'm saying? So he damn sure going to be prepared. His team going to have him on point. I think that we're going to get one of the best fights this year. You know what I mean? Which had him clicking on all cylinders, mind, body, and soul. Cuss. Yeah, he did, bro. It was different. He really had somebody around him that cared about him. And I think that drove Mike a different way. You get what I'm trying to say? It drove him a different way. His why was different while that man was around. So it just, the success was different. He was a monster. He damn near, like I said, looked unbeatable. Yeah, who the hell is your opinion? Is something in the black hair? I get you. Which stars use Philly Shell, peekaboos. Man, either of them joints, you gotta master them to really use it. Yoda, either of them joints. Philly should rather be Philly Shell because I think Floyd showed you that if you really know how to use that, the benefits to it could be crazy. Ridiculous, the results. Pacquiao, my favorite since a kid. Nothing wrong with that. Pacquiao was a dog too. It's an absolute beast. He came from massive, small ass dude. Manny Pacquiao. But yeah, man. So again, man, I guess we could expect the announcements at some point. You get what I'm saying? Between Tank and Frank. And that's a good thing, man. But let's move on from that, man. Salute to him. Like I said, that's going to be one of the better fights for us to get this year. And I can't wait to see it for both of them. But let me touch on this Alycia Baumgardner, this AB and Alycia Baumgardner situation, because a lot of people like, AB doing too much. He went too hard. Shouldn't have said that. I get it. The name dropping for me was, I think he could have left the names out of it. But again, this is like all bets are off when you're going back and forth with AB. Frank defense got to be damn near perfect. We want a chance to beat Tank. Yeah, it just look at it like this. His margin for error is not wide. You get what I'm saying? It's not a wide margin with Tank because you really P's and Q's is what you got to be on in there, crossing T's, dotting I's, because you get what I'm saying. It really do all it take is that shot and that moment or those moments. A lack of judgment or focus and any of that, and that could be your ass, Mr. Postman. You know what I'm saying? Be your ass, Mr. Postman. Said Broner undefeated in trash talk. Yeah, man, he went kind of hard on her a little bit. I get it. I got the clip, but I don't necessarily even want to play it because I'm pretty sure y'all all heard it. And like I said, I hate to see stuff go like that because it don't be boxing, but I know that she had called him broke for whatever reason, and I think that hit it, probably struck a nerve and made him go up there and say all the stuff he said. He didn't necessarily have to say no names, but I get it. Like he was like at that point, it was just the gloves was off. But hopefully they find a way to settle their differences or just not speak about each other because that's unfortunate to see. I'm not sitting on the sideline applauding it. You know what I mean? But I ain't being all sensitive about it either. Like, it's life. Like, her boxing career going to continue. She's gonna continue to do great things. And that's what I expect from her. She undisputed champion. I believe her name was cleared. I don't know why people keep saying that. I think her name was actually cleared. So as long as she's able to just go resume her career, it's all good. I mean, and it's unfortunate that it had to go there, right? AB, but I'm not here to say what's right and wrong. It's a way to do things. And did he have to go there? No, he didn't. I mean, he didn't have to do that. And weak spot is Philly Chef. yeah. Because he don't cover the he don't have the correct position. And I watched some tape on that, and I seen the way he positioned his chin still be available, bro. When he's attempted that for the times that I've seen it. And I think how you gonna go talk that? Can't say nothing back. I get it. Because it's like once you take the gloves off, you definitely can't expect that he gonna be the bigger man. That's all I'm saying. Like, I ain't saying right or wrong, but they know AB he ain't gonna be the bigger man in none of them type of situations. You know he gonna talk his trash. And it is what it is. I still like both ABs, Alycia Baumgardner and Adrian Broner. I still rock with them both. You know what I mean? Nah, AB. He say AB. My college QB told me, yeah, son, shooker than natty. Oh, yeah, AB shooker than natty. Lines was good with it, family. Top of the morning, Fate, my guy. Yes, sir, Fate. He suited and booted. Tank said, Tank said, you better be ready. He said, try me like I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? He said, if you a Debo, I'm a Craig. You know what I'm saying? You a Debo, I'm a Craig. I like that, Frank Martin. I like that line. I ain't gonna lie. Frank said, if you a Debo, I'm a Craig. Off the bush, you know what I'm saying, Yoda? Should be all right. She just had to deal with a bunch of steroid allegations too. She built for it. Salute to Alycia Baumgardner, man. Frank gonna be sharp. Dual knife against Tank. For sure. I know I handle yourself like a lady to be treated as such, right? Don't speak on folk and not expect nothing to be said. And that's coming from a queen. Appreciate you adding that, because I try to be light on them, and I appreciate you adding that, because that's true. Just don't have to, certain stuff she don't even have to entertain because she's a female and she's a hell of a talent in boxing in her own right. So she ain't have to resort to nothing like that. She's a running while AB don't try to hit. Man, because I was, you stupid, bro. 23 in the building, was good with it. Get up, Craig. Remember, man, it's funny if you really examine the line, even though I liked it, but if you think about it, yo, Craig did have to use a brick. Ain't no bricks in boxing, just your hands. And if Tank gets you down like that, more than likely it's gonna be the beginning of the end. Ain't gonna be no you can get up. He probably gonna get you right. He gonna probably put you right back down. Oh man. Prime Broner beats on these dudes. I'm telling you, talk to him, Fate. Prime AB for the win, man. See, Grinch, why you had to go there, bro? Why you bringing up old stuff? Come on, Grinch. Why you opening up old wounds, bro? I was sick when he beat my boy ass like that. He still fought very, very tough, though. He fought my Ghana tough, man. He hung on. Yeah, why you gonna do us like that, Fake? Reopening the old wounds on it. You think Ryan's really crazy or just promoting? Again, we're gonna talk about that too. I don't think he I don't want to say he's crazy, but I think he been crossed the line of promoting, right? I think he really suffered with some mental health issues and stuff like that, like depression and different, you know what I mean? I think like I said, him indulging in activity, I think might have offset some things. You get what I'm saying? I think the drinking and the smoking, that's not for everybody. You get what I'm saying? That stuff that take a toll on the body. I think he didn't, you know, I think that junk had him a little bit not focused and not locked in mentally. And if he suffers with these different issues, you would assume that. I heard something about him having medication, and if you know him not taking it, him deciding not to take it, and something like that. I just don't know how valid that is. I don't want to put that on him, but if that's any truth to that, and now you're drinking it and trying to self-medicate, then I think that could be his issue as to why he went off the deep end a little bit in terms of his behavior and the things he's been saying. Good for him that he hasn't like gotten himself in no, like, I don't think no legal type of trouble, so that's good. But I think he really need. I think he really kind of crying out for some help, to be honest. I mean, they're gonna do us like that. AB was a bad. Yeah, man, it was the gloves, man. Nah, but I think that Maidana jump was way too much, man. That's what that was. That was crazy. Like, it's always sharp, reactive, and responsive. Damn good technical skill. We're gonna see where's IQ and whether or not Derrick James is able to craft a suitable game plan for sure. He got, man, and then you got this man. He out here speaking in tongues now too. Like, listen to this guy.
All praise Yeshua. I'm speaking in tongues. Don't worry. Those who are prophets know. Those who are priests know. Those who are evangelists know that speaking in tongues is real. But these things are happening. Praise to Jesus Christ.
See what I'm saying? So even if he promoting at this point, just from the outside looking in, seem like it's something going on with him that ain't all the way 100. And it got to the point. He's ready to put dress. Got to the point now. Rolly is concerned for him. Think about this. Rolly don't never have nothing good to say about nobody, bro. Did you hear what Rolly had to say? Rolly really spoke some truth. Rolly really sound concerned about him. I got a clip from Rolly talking about Ryan. But not dissing him, not jumping on the bandwagon, not saying nothing wrong. Like, Rolly genuinely sound like he concerned for him, bro. I'm like, I ain't never heard. I told people, but I did say this. Rolly, every now and then, he'll give you those type of interviews, like when he's not super trolling and being himself, the character. You know what I mean? Big Rolo. He be having some interesting, like, intelligent perspectives and things to say, and he really did about Ryan. On it. Into slithering house. Tell you, man, it's crazy. His ass legitimacy going through it. Get well. Not yet. I respect the commitment and see Oscar in his future. Right. Tony D said AB is like Junior Smith of boxing. All the time in the world. Don't have to focus. I think again, some of the moves like that, jumping up and stuff like that. But think about it, he still accomplished a ton for a guy that could have accomplished so much more. You know what I mean? A lot of us feel like he ain't reached the max potential, but he did some things now. Now, I mean, it just goes to show you how hard it is to remain focused with the money and all that through the success. Like, it's a real juggling and balancing act. You know what I'm saying? So I still respect the man for still finding a way to be an active fighter to some degree, right? To still be here. You know what I'm saying? So AB took himself through it, man. And he'll tell you. So that's why I root for that dude. You know what I mean? I think when Rolly was talking about TFM, I don't know if you saw it. Yeah. People like Adrian who keep Isman sharp and these streets, dude. We wear it most of the time. And I'm from Ohio. Salute to Ohio and my guy IB. Yeah, Rolly can't definitely be sensible sometimes. Watch, I'm gonna play it. I feel like AB has reached his actual prime. It was all that cockiness. If he fought smarter and was focused, he could have beat Maidana. Yeah, starting with understanding, like, with the game plan. Like, I think that's what it was, too. Maidana was far more prepared for what Adrian Broner brought to the table than vice versa, right? It was far more disciplined. Far more. But watch, man. Let me play this, man, from Rolly.
As far as like Ryan Garcia goes, I think everyone should just be there for him right now. What he's going through isn't a joke. I know the kid really well. You know, this isn't a joke. Y'all need to be there for him because he's going through it, and it's the truth. Like you actually need to be there for him, and y'all need to stop slandering him and all this stuff because he's speaking some shit, and it's like maybe even it's a cry for help one way. He might be speaking some information that people didn't even know about. And everyone just thinking he's crazy, but maybe he's speaking the truth in all of this shit. Maybe, who knows? Like I said, all I know is he's going through shit right now, and y'all need to be there for him instead of slandering him.
You know, with, I guess, a lot of the Twitter outbursts and some of the Twitter X spaces that he went on, I guess people have been very concerned that if he's going to be able to make it to the fight.
If I was behind Ryan, dude, the kid has money. The kid, like, he don't need a fight. Let the kid sit down and simplify his life and then bring him back to the ring. He don't need to be in a boxing fight right now. Like I said, like,
Man, that's Rolly, bro. That's Big Rolo saying that, man. That kid got money, man. He don't need to be in no boxing match right now. He got money. He don't need to be in no fight. That's coming from Big Rolo, man. The guy that's always clowning, joking, going at somebody, saying the most outlandish stuff, trolling his ass off. Salute to Rolly, man. Salute to Rolly. Like, look, one more clip, because it was kind of sped up, but it got captioned. So listen closely. Like he was saying some more real stuff. Listen to what he was saying right here. And again, remember, this clip is a little sped up for whatever reason. I don't know why they edited it that way.
You gotta look at it from Ryan's perspective. His lifestyle, he gets to see a lot more than the average person. He gets to be around a lot more than the average person. His perspective is a lot different than the average person on fucking Twitter. I mean, whose perspective would you rather hear? The motherfucker fat as fuck eating potato chips on Twitter fucking going to war, or the dude who's actually living the life where he can clearly see what the hell's really going on, what's not going on? So, like I said, like, he has a lot of experience and all sorts of stuff, you know, he's been around a lot of people, he's been around a lot of experiences, you know, so like I said, I think people are just completely overlooking Ryan and not realizing that, like I said, they should just be there for him and stop slandering him and stop making him seem like he's this fucking lunatic or all this stuff. Like I said, like, shit happens, people fucking go crazy out of nowhere. But like I said, he might be speaking some real truth and all this, and you don't even know because people are so ignorant and want to believe he's doing some other shit. They believe that he's fucking insane or he's this. Like I said, he might be speaking some truth. Dude, the kid has money. The kid, like, he don't need a fight. Let the kid sit down and simplify his life and then bring him back to the ring. He don't need to be in a boxing fight right now. It's his team that's supposed to pull him off. Like I said, and it speaks really shitty of his team to let him continue if they do. And it just shows that they never were there for him to begin with, that they don't give a fuck about him. So, that's the truth. If they let him fight, they just don't give a fuck about him at all. They were never in their best interest. They're always money hungry.
You know, you were very close to you two potentially fighting, and that, would you reach out, or have you reached out to Ryan, or at any point, maybe just to be like, hey, keep your head up?
I'll tell you like this. I mean, I don't really share conversations I have with people. But yeah, I did reach out. I did reach out. Because at the end of it, there's a lot deeper shit in life than just boxing. Boxing's nothing compared to what real life is. Boxing's just a fucking sport.
Man, yo, spoken like a champ, man. Big Rolo spoken like a champ, man. Being the voice of reason, Ant McLean, that's what I said, man. Big Rolo is the voice of reason. Is crazy, man. He said, yo, his perspective is different than other people, man. He got money. He's seen different things. Like, you get what I'm saying? He touched on some stuff, man. I gotta tip my hat to Rolly right there, man. That was genuine right there, man. That's what goes to show you that. That's why I said I found out a long time ago that this dude is a character, and inside that character is to be entertaining and sell. And whether or not I know he feels like he's a good fighter, but he knows damn well he ain't the best and most skillful guy out there. So what does he do? He tends to do these other things to keep people talking about him. And again, it ain't like legal stuff where you get in trouble. He's just a trash talker. It's an innocent trash talker, right? To bring attention to himself. I don't see a problem with it. But again, when he put the act to the side, or he ain't, being his typical, chatty self and joking and talking trash, he got something legit to say. Everything he said was spot on right there. Man, that was spot on. He said, yo, you're his team, man. He said he need to sit down and simplify his life first before he go try to box, man. He said his life is more than life than boxing, man. You know what I mean? Boxing is just a sport. Don't compare to what real life is, man. Yo, damn. Salute to Big Rolo, man. Big Rolo out here being a voice of reason is crazy in 2024. That's dope, man. Salute to him, man. That's damn sure a great clip, man. That was some grown shit for him to say, man. And he ain't make one single joke. He ain't kill the vibe by saying something that would have killed the whole. Hell no, he kept it consistent. He ain't joke. He ain't play. Like, nah, that man ain't good. He's saying some real stuff. Y'all don't know. He experienced some things. He got money. He got a different perspective than the average person. Say, who do you rather listen to? The guy that's actually been some places doing some things, or the guy that's sitting home fat as fuck, eating on the, you know what I mean, couch potato type situation, man. He was on point right there with that information, man. Salute to Rolly, man. Man, never thought I'd hear him speaking like that, man. But I gotta tip my hat to hear that. I think I got a newfound respect for that man. Yeah, he let me know at the end of the day that he's a smart guy. He's not a dummy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never think he was a dummy. I just think he's silly as hell. But he shows you that he, outside of all of that, he a real dude is what I'm saying. So even through all the stuff he said about Ryan, he ain't even, take no stab at him or none of that, bro. Like, man, get right. That's what's up. That was Rolando. Facts. Right. That was Rolando right there, man. That was Rolando speaking that good truth, man. Salute to Big Rolo, man. Salute to him, man. That was refreshing to hear that, man. That was refreshing. I honestly thought he was just right. Oh, you thought he was what? What's that? These people be Rolly gonna KO the Chihuahua. Some people picking Rolly by knockout. Some people feel like he gonna knock him out. For me, I feel like they both got opportunity to knock each other out respectfully. They both got a common opponent in Tank, which they both lost. We know Pitbull was, fortunate for Tank to hurt his hand in that fight, where it allowed him, I think, to survive. And I think life after Tank Davis for him has been like business as usual, where he's getting in there, still getting these knockouts, still an aggressive, wild guy that goes balls to the wall. When you look at Rolly Romero, since taking a loss from Tank Davis, he seemed a bit more gun shy. And then you've seen him get dropped again by Barroso, pretty much had to get saved, right? So I feel like life for Tank Davis is working out better for Pitbull Cruz than it is Rolly. I think Rolly is still him, but I think he's a little less of what he is because of him being gun shy. Now, maybe that's him getting caught, because you got to think, and McQueen, I think he pointed it out before, not only did Tank catch him and drop him, you think Jahan Ingram, I had Jahan Ingram on the show, he also caught him and dropped him in sparring. Then he got in an actual fight with Barroso, he get dropped again there and wasn't looking good. So I think, you know what I mean, he be fighting those potential demons from getting knocked out that first time around by Tank or getting dropped. He have a tendency to be a little hesitant in there. And again, even though Rolly, with him not being the most skillful guy, him being less of what he was is even more risky for him. He got to be him, and he got to let his hands go and still be that aggressive, kind of unorthodox kind of guy that's going to really go for it. And Pitbull Cruz, being a smaller guy, he going to try to get in Rolly's chest and land those big overhands that he like to throw. You know what I mean? He put his whole body into them punches. So I think both of these dudes are strong and got legit punching power, which is why I think it should be an entertaining fight for as long as it lasts. I don't see either guy just going out on some one punch stuff, but anything could happen. But, we're going to see. It should be entertaining, though. Cruz is knocking against Cabrera. He wasn't as aggressive. I think because he knew Cabrera didn't have much to what I mean? But you look at the other fight, he still get them knockouts, though. You know what I mean? But he possibly, you know what I mean? But I think with Rolly, and Cabrera, credit to him, he can box a bit, bro. He can box. Cabrera can box. So Drop Barroso too, though. Yeah, but his was a little shaky. You get what I'm saying? His knockdown was a little shaky. Barroso's was legit. Rolly's was kind of, he kind of threw him down like a little bit. Remember that? I remember that. He kind of like looked like he pushed him down a little bit, but I get it. But he just didn't look good, and I think part of the reason he didn't look good in that fight was because he was hesitant and not being who he typically is, which is this guy that's going to take his chances and let his hands go, right? Be unorthodox and a little wild at times. That's just what Rolly is, like a trained street fighter, in shape street fighter. So, you know what I mean? But I think that's going to be a good fight. Two trains on the same track, man. The dudes neither guy fights off their back foot. These not back foot fighters. You get what I'm saying? These ain't pure boxers at all. These dudes fight. They like to fight. Rolly is a fighter. You know what I mean? So he like to fight. He let his hands go, and so do Pitbull Cruz. So should be entertaining for as long as it lasts. Yeah. Barroso, listen. Barroso got experience and he got legit punching power. I told you it's a trainer out there that said he held pass for Ismael Barroso. And he said that's the hardest puncher he ever held pass for is Ismael Barroso. And think about that. He's at 140, and this dude has held pass for heavyweights and things like that, and much bigger guys than Barroso. And he still said Barroso is the hardest puncher he held pass for, and that's crazy. So, yeah, man, his punching power is legit. You heard the way Rolly was speaking about it. So, yeah, ain't no chump in him, but he just older, and that's a guy that if you a up and coming young fighter, you should be able to get him out of there. Now, and I don't mean knock him out. You should be able to take him out and beat him. The same way at the Reeves fight, yeah. And Grinch, that's where his struggles lie for AJ, not being who he once was. Like that knockout, fighting those demons, bro. But what you seen in his last fight is that's the AJ that you know what I mean, that you need to be successful. You get what I'm saying? Being patient, but not being too timid. You know what I mean? Not waiting too long, being first. And picking the right shots and knowing when you got your guy hurt and going for it at the right time. That approach that he applied to the Otto Wallin fight, that's what he needed if he want to be successful moving forward. Yeah, O'Hara Davies definitely found out. Bruce, guys, salute to the OG. How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, Barroso. O'Hara Davies definitely found out. Man, stretching. Stretching. O'Hara Davies was like, man, ain't no way he punching like that. Barroso was like, hold my watch and my hat. You know what I mean? I got this. You know what I mean? He got to it, man. He ain't waste no time, man. Did O'Hara Davies pretty damn bad right there. That's how I think he got caught like that. He got caught like that in his first loss. I think it was against I think it was Josh Taylor that caught him like that. Caught him and stopped him, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He damn sure found out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Hold my watch. You know what I'm saying? Hold the watch. For all we know, and they might have had the watch taped up under the glove, not in the glove. Like, but he, legend has it that Barroso don't really take that watch off. You know what I'm saying? You take the hat off, but the watch stays on. So they probably just tape it up on the wrist. He just used all leather to put you out. That's where O'Hara Davies felt that hand, man, that power with the wrist on it. That's the power of that watch. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul in July. Yeah, man, I keep saying it, bro. I keep saying it, fake. I don't even know how to process that right now. Mike Tyson don't got no chill, but he probably gonna try to knock Jake in the middle of next week, man. He gonna knock that man to the middle of next week, dog. For real. Jake Paul posted it. Mike posted it too, right. So I don't know, man. That's out of nowhere though. Like, what is this? Is like, I need the details. Is this an exhibition or is this like going on your professional record like a regular fight? Like, what's happening right now? Like, I'm not understanding what's going on. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. The way Mike look, the kind of shape he still look like he in, you can't let him catch you. He'll still knock you out. He still got the power to knock out a Jake Paul right now. You think Matias back's option at the moment? Available wise, I mean, to be honest, bro, I wish he'd just get a unification, to be honest with you. Matias, I know Tio just fought not too long ago, but I would like to see that fight. I'd like to see him versus one of the champions, bro. Like a Tiafimo. I know Devin got Ryan on the docket, so that gotta wait. But something like that, I would love to see a unification. But even if not, what fight was that? Who he's supposed to fight? I think it was Lynn Parrow that he was supposed to fight. I think it was Lynn Parrow. Yeah, and Matias and Elvis was supposed. Yeah, that was. I think Matias pulled out of that fight. I don't know if it's an injury. I forgot. I gotta check my messages. But yeah, Matias. I mean, Elvis pulled out, I believe. And I think he had a legit reason. I ain't saying like he ducked no smoke or nothing. It was something that happened. My boy Dub told me. Suit to my guy JJ. What's good with it, JJ? How you feeling, family? Miss Just Do, my baby girl. Appreciate you for pulling up. Don't work too hard over there at work. So play this phone. What's that? I got you. Hold on. Let me get to it. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Like, again, I didn't expect to do this. I just popped up. I seen a couple of things I wanted to build on. Little light cook. You know what I mean? Turn the stove on a little bit. You know what I mean? We got the oven on 350. You know, it's a little casual cook. You know, with the good family. Little casual cook. Hold on, let me go to this from my boy. Preheating the oven type thing, you know, just a little preheating of the stove, you know. You know what I mean? It's a little preheat. You know what I mean? Just letting y'all know that Ryan is still not fully focused like he should be, out here speaking in tongues and stuff like that. Tripping up. Afternoon cook up. You know a D for the win. We're gonna rock out for a few more minutes because I see the OG KQKC about to pop on as well. So you know, I just wanted to come here and build for a little bit. But we gonna hold on, man. Something else. You know what I seen, yo? Something from Nazim Richardson too, y'all. R.I.P. to him, man. I seen something from the coach Nazim Richardson talking about Terence Crawford and his skills and possibly moving up, something like that. It just got me to thinking, man. You head into the meeting, man. Work them over, man. Work them over. 720. 720. Salute to the OG. Said, what do you think of Jake Paul, Mike Tyson? Yeah, what is that? Man, what you think of that, OG? If that's a real fight, I think Mike Tyson really could hurt him. So with AB and Bumgardner, man, I'm going to play that again. It's only a few weeks in. For anybody that didn't see it, man, I'm going to just play it, man. I'm only going to play it once because AB was going in a little bit. But I'm going to just play it and get it out the way, man. But, hey, she you know, he said something about her not needing to work with Bill. You know, he said some posts like that, but it wasn't directed towards her. That energy was more so directed towards Bill. So I think somewhere along the line, she ended up calling him broke. And this was prompted his response.
You from Ohio, but you from Fremont, man. Stop it, man. You ain't from no Cincinnati, Toledo. Like, you ain't from no Cleveland. Like, hey, man, relax, man. We really know you, Alycia. We really know you. Niggas really know you. Niggas done really ran through you, nigga. Stop it, nigga. Sonny Fredrickson ran through you. Bunny ran through you. Yeah, Robert Easter ran through you, boy. Hold on. Dominic Doughton ran through you. Hold on. Montana Love ran through you, boy. The fuck wrong with you, boy? Everybody has some, man. Tony just wiped you. Tony just wiped you up. I don't know. Hey, shout out to Tony. I fuck with Tony. You know, he from a Detroit nigga, player nigga. If you know what I know, just keep the hoe on the stroll. But what I'm telling you is this, man. When niggas been running through you, man. Quit playing, man. Stop playing, man. And now you teamed up with Bill, bitch ass. And now y'all want to talk crazy, man. Hey, man, stop it. Y'all better stop. And we got footage. We got footage, too. We got footage. You be coming out doing all them good-ass dance moves. Bitch, you can't ride a dick. Your ride game trash. What Bubba Double said? Trash.
Yeah, AB just lost his damn mind. He said, hell with it. But yeah, I mean, it's out there. People was talking about it. Like I said, I'm not condoning that, go at any chick on the internet, but I can understand it. AB being AB, like AB he different case. He gonna go in. But it's unfortunate, man. But what I did like was more so what I really found to be more funny though was him and Bill talking back and forth to each other. That was more funny. I liked it there back and forth because again, it's two men, right? You know what I mean? I get it with the female thing. That's a little touchy right there. And I love Alycia Baumgardner. Still a hell of a fighter. Doesn't change nothing. Her business is her business. But I know why AB just was annoyed in that instance. That's what it looked like. So he just went and said what he said. But, the name drop was tough. Name drops. I was like, But, I can't tell him what to do and what he should say and how he should do it. But, I do like I said, him and Bill going back and forth. That was more up my speed because it was two men talking to each other. I mean, irritated with each other in a sense. So that's a fair, back and forth. More so than Alycia. And I like her, so it's all good, man. Don't change nothing. Alicia's still that chick. I actually can't wait to see her fight, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Salute to her. I hope they find a way to put that to the side, though. But I like the fact that him and Bill was going back and forth, and he said, "How he'll step in? How about me and your son fight?" Bill told him, "Dad gonna holler at you, man." Talking to his papa that way. You know what I mean? So his dude funny as hell. Yeah, AB be letting it all out, bro. He don't be pulling no damn punches. AB be tripping, bro. But yeah, man, that was him and and I like both ABs, Alycia Baumgardner and Adrian Broner, but we gonna see what transpires, man. If Ryan gonna make it to the ring or what, man. I know AB suggested fighting him, but I don't see that happening though. I don't see it happening. She about to call Tony. Yeah, he don't train her no more, right? I could have swore somebody sent me that, if I'm not mistaken. That Tony not training Alycia Baumgardner no more. I thought somebody sent me a video on that. And him talking about it or something. Yeah, it ain't together no more, right? Yeah, ain't training no more. I don't know what prompted that. It looked like a pretty good matchup. Definitely looked like a pretty good matchup together. I don't know what prompted it, but I thought somebody sent me that, let me know that they ain't together. As far as the training go. Yeah. Go figure. Go figure. But yeah, man. Saw Fight Hype posted a video the other day. I think that's what it was, Fight Hype, right? Thought somebody sent it to me. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to it. It's sure it's 5 minutes. Let me see. Say Attorney has some truth on Alycia Baumgardner not working together. Rumor and shocker failed drug test. It's from a couple days ago. Let me see.
Didn't leave off when I was like rattling off your accolades. You are a undisputed trainer. Like you train a fighter to become undisputed. How did that feel? Being in Alicia's corner and y'all doing that together?
For me, man, I love the sport of boxing, and I you know, it's easy to do a job when you love it, and that's just how I feel
She
about
called
it.
him broke,
Like I
Thrill.
tell you, do you love
Called
it?
him broke.
I tell my son, like, he playing basketball, like, do you love it? He like, yeah, then it's easy to do it when you love it. It's easy to go back out there. It's easy to prepare for it. It's easy to look at it. It's easy to, you know, study for it. And that's what I did every time with Alycia. I studied that. Whoever she was fighting, I wrote it down. I studied it. And then I implemented game plans. And she looked amazing, man. And it was just good for me to get the opportunity because as much knowledge as I got from me being around my father and my father being around my grandfather and me getting trained by Emmanuel Stewart and Jonathan Banks and Sugar Hill, and as much knowledge that I have soaked in my brain, it just
When is
needed
she
to be
not?
released, and I just had to find the right counterpartner to release it with, and I got the opportunity with Alycia to do that, and I'm super grateful because it just shows that all you need, no matter the age, you just need somebody there with you that's there to ride and that's there to grow. And I was there to grow and I was there to ride. So I was thankful for the opportunity. And, you know, I went up against a hell of a coach and Michaela Mayer's coaches. And it was three probably Hall of Famers at some point in the sport of boxing. And I came out victorious. And that's just me going against some guys. And I'm just like, yeah, I like the odds. I like the odds of me going against somebody that's supposed to be better than me or know more knowledge than me, or you know what I mean, like whatever it's called. But it just, you know what I mean. Like when it's all said and done, I promise you this: I have another champion.
Now, when you say you're grateful for the opportunity, are you guys like no longer like working together?
No, to be honest, man, you know what, I'm not even gonna say that we're not even working together. I'm just gonna say that whenever she figures it out, she figures it out. It has nothing to do with me personally, but whenever she figures out what's best for her, then she figures out what's best for her.
Now, two things with Alycia that I cannot skip over.
I mean, that right there to me, it's like he's saying it, but not really saying it. He gave a very open answer. To me, it sounded like he basically saying, whenever she need me, I'm here. If I'm not putting words in his mouth or speculating too far, I hate to do that, but it almost sounds like he's saying, like, it ain't that we ain't working together. It sounds like he's saying we still cool. Everything all good. Look, whenever she figured out that she need me, or she figured, you know, whenever she need me, I'm here. That's what it sounds like. And he kind of tried to, you know, give the right answer without giving any intimate details. And I get it. I think that's what he's saying. Like, I'm here whenever she need me, bro. And I was thankful because, again, you almost was talking in the past, like it was over when you were saying I'm thankful for the opportunity. And when it's all said and done, I'll have another champion. You almost alluded to you not working with her. But then when I asked you, like, you don't even want to put that out there because y'all could just be going through something right now or whatever the case, and you probably don't want to get fully into it, which I understand. So I like the answer. I get it. Sound like what you're saying, man. Whenever she need me, I'm here. That's all. Sammy, what's good with it, family? Even that key under the mat, right? Being diplomatic. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like the changes between Tank and Frank gonna be nice. I feel like Tank gonna have to work for that left hand to land because of the way Frank defense is. Yeah, Frank is athletic and crafty. He got good feet too. So he got a number of different ways he can get out of the way of the left hand as opposed to some other guys. You know what I mean? So that's a good point.
What was your reaction when the failed PED test came out with Alycia Baumgardner? I don't know what she fell for. I don't want to speak.
I was shocked. I was shocked. Like when I'm with somebody or when I'm in somebody's corner, I'm around them. Like I'm not one of those guys that just train them for the time being. Like I'm around them. I sit around them. I play with them. They chill with me. I chill with them. I hang with them. I get to know that person, and that person is not that person. Like AB is not that person. Like she's a help freak. She puts the work in. Like
Facts, Fate.
Much she hated getting up running with me, I made her run. You know, she put the work in. You know what I mean? Like, there was no shortcut. We was at the gym every day, trained hard every day, worked hard every day. So, yeah, how that happened, I have no clue. But I know that's not that girl. That's not her. And it was nothing for me to say because that's not who that is. So, and I can't defend something that I know is not true in my heart.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to even say anything because I wasn't going to defend what I thought wasn't even true. So, yeah, I think it set her back though a little bit. It did set her back because now the whole world will never believe this goddamn thing she talks about or a goddamn thing or a fight that she won. Oh, now they're gonna challenge this and challenge that. So I think she set herself back just slightly from the people's perspective. But from a boxing perspective, you can't take nothing away from that girl. It's motherfuckers that get beat all the time taking PEDs. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So that didn't help her win the fight. You know, she knows how to fight. You know what I mean? So how that happened, I don't know. But hey, it happened, and she moved past. She got her verdict that she wanted. She did it. She spent a ton of money getting research done and getting investigators involved, and she wanted to really get to the bottom of it. And yeah, she came out, I think, successful. I think that's what I saw, at least. You know, when she wrote a little letter, you know, she came out successful, and I'm happy for her.
And see, and even that, like, that don't sound like you really would her because you would know. Like, you wouldn't be talking about something you read. So, you know, not trying to read between the lines too much, man. You gave the right answers, champ. Like, you ain't said nothing wrong, but I think the answer in terms of if you with her or not is clear. Like, you sound like you're clearly not, because that would have been, if you would have been one of the first people I would think on that list of people to call and be like, you know, my name is cleared and X, Y, Z. It wouldn't be a matter of you having to read about it. And, you know, and you get what I'm saying, speculate. So I get it, man. But hopefully, you know, like you said, that door sound like it's still open for her if she ever is the need it, man. So they did some good work together in the fights that they had together. And I wouldn't be against ever seeing them match up as a team. I thought they made a pretty damn good team. So you're not behind the scenes. You never know what actually takes place or happen. But I think the best thing about it is, like you say, got her name cleared. He ain't had nothing negative to say, which is great. And she get to continue her career, got the verdict she wants. She, like you say, spent a ton of money trying to get to the bottom of this. And that's clearly a person that's trying to get their name clear, not somebody that's trying to duck it. So that's why I was like, I don't know why people keep saying she'd cheat if she got her name cleared and she had to go through all this, you know, financial, you know what I mean, situation to have to even get to this point. So salute to her, man, and may her career continue. You know what I mean? I think her doing some work with Bill, that's just her doing what she want to do, right? So I don't think that's going to be her permanent trainer. I don't know, but we'll see who she ends up training with. I'm pretty sure she'll make a good decision for her and her career. And we'll get to see the bomb back in there doing her thing. As a Billy the Miramar's footwork's not going to be as hard as you think. He can. He found out about her status like the rest of us. You get what I'm saying? Hey, he ain't with her. Sound like, and it's all good, Tony. We rock with you and we rock with the bomb. Gardner, you know? It's all good. But that's what it is, man. So, on to the next, man. But yeah, she called AB broke, and that's why he went off like that, I guess. So, you know what I mean? He didn't have to go there, but he did. And it is what it is. I'm pretty sure she unbothered by it. She been through worse, getting people calling her steroid cheats for months straight. So, you know what I mean? This is just going to blow over too. But like I was telling you, I seen something from Nazim Richardson when he's talking about, yeah, she called him broke. Told him he was broke, and he felt like, you know what I mean, you got with Bill and then just start being disrespectful. So that's why he was just like, you know what? Not saying that that's right, but you know, that's to what I understand. So she called him something. Like the first time he was just joking about Bill not training her. She don't need to go with Bill. And that was all aimed at Bill, not her. And I think she chimed in and, you know, called him broke. So he kept it all the way clear. Said everything needed to be said without saying too much. Right. Like, you know. I mean, it was, Chad, I liked it, man. I like Tony Harrison for that. Salute to Alycia, man. Man, she's still a hell of a fighter. I want to see what's next for her. I know her and the group been going back and forth, but I don't think that fight is going to happen unless she come up, and rightfully so. But In the meantime, she still got smoke and other fish to fry, other fights to make, other opportunities for her. And I think she'll get those opportunities. I mean, name cleared. Let's go do your thing, AB. Go do your thing. Yeah, but I ain't not seeing Richardson, man. Like I said, I was talking about Crawford and his skills, and potentially if he was to get in there with a 160 pounder, and I start thinking about the 168-pound fight that they've been mentioning. I'm gonna just play. It's a short clip, but listen to what he says. It's always good to hear this insight from these trainers and hear their perspectives on things.
Seeing Crawford moving up, it's just like Floyd moving up. It's just like when Shane moved up. It's just like when Oscar moved up. When guys have those kind of styles and that kind of ability, they can, as long as they don't get ridiculous with the weight, they can, as they move up, the skills are gonna come with them. You always hear commentators say so quickly, did the punch move up with him? If the skills moved up with him, the punch may not be necessary. You know what I mean? So if the Crawford's skills will carry him up. If a 160-pound dude jumped on Crawford, it wouldn't go easy. If we throw a 160-pounder in here right now on Crawford, the 160-pounder he would know he was in the fight when he got out that ring, because Crawford's just that nice. They're special kids.
That's interesting. He said that. It's interesting, man. He's like, yo, listen, and people, and that is one of the questions that people ask if he was to jump up to 68, what does power carry up? You get what I'm saying? And you heard it from the great trainer himself, man. He said, hey, man, if the skills come up, man, the punch might not be necessary. Might not be necessary. And I don't mean, of course, you can't punch at all, but you get what I'm saying? People be looking for you to have a big punch going up the next weight class for you to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be the case. Like I said, it just, in short, skills pay the bills. You know what I mean? The white flag and they go back. Oh, yeah, nah, you can't do that. You already know how that go, black belt. Especially not that guy. You know what I mean? That help, AB about the BS. AB about BS. You know what I mean? About bull job. He ain't playing. I mean, but yeah, man, salute to Alycia. But yeah, AB a cold boy. A cold man. Cold boy. He's a cold boy. But man, salute to everybody pulling up on this early cook, man. Like I said, I'm gonna try to bounce back at my regular time at 4 o'clock. I just wanted to come here and chop it up a little bit with the family, man. Salute to everybody that pulled up. And hopefully I will be seeing y'all at the regular time of 4 o'clock. Like I said, Tank Davis and Frank Martin exchanged some pleasantries. You know what I mean? In short, Tank told Frank, be suited. And Frank said, I'm gonna be suited and booted. And he said, Tank told him to play with me like you stupid. And he said, hey, man, if you a Debo, I'm a Craig. You know what I mean? So them boys both ready. They know they're going to put in the work. And I think that's going to be one of the better fights of this year, best fights this year. And I can't wait to see it, man. Salute to boxing. Salute to AB, both of them. Salute to Bill Haney, both him and Deb. Man, him and Broner fighting would be a crazy fight, even though a lot of people feel like they know what'll happen. But it'll still be funny, like a build-up and stuff like that. But I think, respectfully, where Devin Haney is headed, he got bigger fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? He got some big fish to fry. You think it'll be close? What's that go good? Which fight would be close? Don't think which fight would be close. He got bigger fish to fry. Respectfully, he on the hunt right now, Devin Haney. So I know he got some other names that he want to fight for sure. But I know AB is still a name in the sport. But some people just ain't gonna be too excited about seeing it because they feel like they know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see though. You know what I mean? Stranger things have happened in boxing. And Tank and Frank, yeah, it's gonna be competitive, bro. Like, cause even at a certain level, bro, like when it's levels to being elite too, right? But I think with the skill sets and the styles of both fighters, it makes for a very entertaining, competitive fight. Get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Tank fights be competitive. He's not a blowout type of guy anyway. You get what I'm saying? He's not that type of dude. His fights are always entertaining. He don't just blow you out, but he always find a way to win. Always find a way to outthink you and land necessary shots to win the fight or get you out of there if need be. So I do think it'll be one of those competitive type of fights. Because Frank Martin, you got to ask yourself, what is it that he can't do? You get what I'm trying to say? What is it that he really can't do that makes people feel like it ain't going to be a good one? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good scrap. You know what I mean? Salute to both. You know what I mean? But salute to my guy, Tim Layton popping in. JBT in the building, my guy. I just wanted to do a quick build, man. A little drive-by. Man, I'll probably more than likely see y'all at 4 o'clock, man. So salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all pulling up early. And boxing continues, man. Tank and Frank seem like it's on the way. Both guys exchanging words. They saying they ready. Let's get it, man. Let's see who Alycia Baumgardner fight next. After getting her name clear, let's see who she end up training with. You just never know. You never know. And I appreciate everybody, man. But y'all smash the like button on the way out. And I'll see y'all later. Peace to the fans.